Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. Alright, today what I got for you, I got a snack. Now this idea actually came from my wife. I caught her eating some Cinnamon Toast Crunch and marshmallow and just, throwing them in her mouth and just munching on them. I'm like, you know what? Let me make those old-fashioned Rice Krispie treats with a twist. So I thought, let me make them with Cinnamon Toast Crunch and some marshmallows, alright? Well, sit back, relax, enjoy. I'm going to show you how to make an amazing snack that everyone's going to love. So what are some of the items I've got? I've got a bag of marshmallows. These are mini marshmallows, about 10 ounces. Half a stick of butter. I got some vanilla here. We're going to only use about 1 teaspoon of that. There's my little measuring devices. This is 4 cups of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then my wife found this. I've never seen it, but she found it. I forgot where she found it. Oh, I think she found it at the dollar store. But this is Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnamon Dust. So basically, if you don't have this, just make your own cinnamon sugar blend and you can add it in there. So now we're going to go ahead and transfer all this to the pot and bring it together. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the pot on here. We're going to put it on high and we're going to melt the butter, okay? Now, after the butter is melted, then we're going to add the whole bag of marshmallows, a little bit at a time, and then we're going to stir it. I am going to use a wooden spoon. Use whatever you have, but wooden spoons to me seem to work a lot better for this. As your butter is melting, give it a little bit of a stir so it doesn't burn, okay? And it also helps to melt it a lot better. Every now and then I'll pick it up and I'll put it off to the sides, if you can do that. And it actually helps to melt it a little bit better here. And just keep stirring a little bit until the butter is pretty much melted. Okay, as you can see, the butter is mostly melted. So at this point is when I'm gonna add my vanilla, okay? And we're gonna go, I'm gonna do about a half a tablespoon of vanilla in here. So let's pour that in there. A little bit more than half, no big deal, okay? Get that going, you'll see it kind of sizzling up there. All right, I'm gonna give it a good stir, get the vanilla incorporated in the butter. All right, now I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit low, kind of a medium. And at this point is when I'm gonna add the entire bag of marshmallows. Now, I'm only gonna add the marshmallows a little bit at a time because I wanna get them mixed up. So just a little bit at a time, and then stir it in there, okay? And these marshmallows are a little sticky here in the bag. Let's see here, gotta grab that stuff. All right, we're gonna put a little bit in, kind of stir it up, get it all gooey here. Once they start to melt just a little bit, you'll see that they're kind of melting a little bit. That's when you can go ahead and add a little bit more. Okay, you wanna coat them all with the butter. And just keep going, okay? This bag, again, it's really sticky. I don't know why it's doing that. But I'm going to get all these marshmallows in, again, a little bit at a time here. Got some few runaways. And again, just keep stirring. Adjust your heat as needed to keep them nice and gooey, okay? And just keep turning them, toss them up, and get them nice and coated, okay? I'm going to keep melting this up until the whole bag is in here and melting away. Okay, so at this time, most of the marshmallows are melted, kind of gooey. I'm gonna go ahead and add the whole pack of the cinnamon dust here, okay? We're gonna get that going, and we're just gonna throw it in there. Empty the whole packet. Again, you don't have this, go ahead and add your own cinnamon sugar mix. We're gonna give it a good stir here. Smells amazing. All right, now once it's all stirred up and incorporated and the marshmallows all melted, again, some of them aren't quite melted yet, then that's when the magic happens. We're gonna go ahead and add it, add the Cinnamon Toast Crunch into it. So keep mixing here. We're gonna keep mixing until it's all nice and melted. Smells amazing. Okay, the marshmallows are all melted up. At this point is when I'm gonna start pouring in this Cinnamon Toast Crunch here. And we're just gonna do it again, a little bit at a time. Put it to the side, mix it up, get it nice and evenly coated. And you'll see it's coming together here. Now I still got the heat on a kind of a medium high. I'm gonna keep doing that for a little bit. All right, now add a little bit more. We're actually gonna add the rest here. Stir this up. Got my finger there a little bit on the pot. Mix it up really, really good. You'll see this coming together nice and gooey. Get it going. Now, once you're done with this, turn the heat off and just keep stirring. Look how gooey that is. Now, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna transfer this over to like a baking sheet. I coated the baking sheet with some parchment paper. Okay, we're gonna lay that down here. But right now I wanna focus on this, then I'm gonna get over to the parchment paper. Okay, so at this point is when I'm going to go ahead and transfer it to the parchment paper. Nice and gooey here. Set the pan off to the side. Then I'm gonna take it and push down. You wanna try to spread this when it's hot, if you can, okay? Spread it out. Normally I make a larger batch. I didn't want a large batch this time. So it's kind of a small batch. You can take your thing. Now if it's getting really sticky, you can add a little bit of like a cooking oil spray or something to it. But right now I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna kind of spread it out with the wooden tongs here, or the wooden spatula. I'm gonna try maybe, let's see here how this works. Pushing it over. You gotta be careful with that because you can see it's sticky, okay? So I would just let it sit out, let it cool. And just let it, really cool down here. And then you're gonna, basically at the end, take a knife, cut them up into nice little squares. And that way there you have your Cinnamon Toast Crunch treat. Right now we're just gonna go ahead and let these chill, nice and cool. If you got space in your fridge, put them in your fridge. That way it'll speed it up. You can even put it in your freezer a little bit, but that's how you do it. Sometimes you might wanna even use a small little baking dish, or you can even use those silicone cupcake holders and make them bite-sized, okay? There you go. Crazy Dave, and I'm out.